And welcome back to Transnet Engineering. We're here at the Transnet Engineering Industry Day. I'm here with Hector, and he's going to talk to me about the importance of maintenance and the role he fulfills as General Manager for that division. Tell me about your role here at Transnet Engineering.
I'm responsible for the rolling stock maintenance. I'm the General Manager. We are basically maintaining locomotives and wagons through our 143 depots across the country. We are basically supporting the mainline locomotives, the heavy haul locomotives, and also some of the locomotives and wagons that are running on the branch line. So if you are seeing core line initiatives to improve the railing of the tonnages there, we are involved. If you are seeing about the O-line, the improvements that you are seeing there, we are also involved, and all the other GFB flows that we are basically supporting.
A lot of that has to do with the maintenance, the refurbishment, the overhauls, upgrades. How are you managing that process, especially from a supply chain perspective? And what is the turnaround?
Yeah, basically we've got various ways how we do maintenance. Starting from the pre-departure inspection, before the train even departs, our people must do inspection on the locomotives and wagons and see that they are safe to basically make the trip from origin to destination. Our people are responsible for that. And also the scheduled maintenance. The newer locomotives, we see them every 90 days, and the older locomotives, we see them every between 35 and 45 days. They basically come into our facilities. We do all the checks like you would assume when you take your car in for service. We do all the essentials just to see operationally is it still reliable to operate, and also all the safety aspects of the locomotives itself. So this is quite a critical element for the train movement, which is done by TFR. Without us, they wouldn't even move the train because it is not safe to do so. And then they bring the rolling stock to us, locomotives and wagons, as I've indicated, in the days that we require to basically do the maintenance. It's quite critical that we don't compromise on maintenance. I know in many instances, if there are budget cuts, they always look at cutting the budget allocated to maintenance. This is like committing suicide. You might not see it in a short term, but in a long term, you will definitely see it. And it will also compromise the life cycle of the assets. A loco is meant to last, let's say, 50 years. Just because you have done less maintenance on it, you only get 20 years. That means you have wasted 30 years, and you can cost that 30 years how much it cost that we were not able to run it for the full life cycle of it. So it's quite critical what you do. This
morning we were listening to one of the things being condition-based monitoring. Have you started installing that on the locomotives in order to monitor the condition?
Yeah, that system, we're very proud that it was invented, developed, researched by our own product development team. We have installed we install them on locomotives. We call them locomotive condition monitoring systems. When it's on its advanced stage, this instrument will be able to self-diagnose the locomotive, send a signal to a nearest depot to say, I've got a problem in this specific area. When I arrive there, get this equipment ready, get these tools ready, because when I have to remove and replace. Have
you put that on all of the locomotives that you're looking after, or is that still happening slowly?
I would say it's still on the prototyping stage. There are locomotives that are installed, but it has not been rolled out to all the locomotives.
It's interesting that you've developed this and you're prototyping it, yet there is that exact product on the market available off the shelf.
I know the product is in the market, but it has been on study on our side for quite a long time. We have invested a lot of money towards it, so we couldn't just invest money on it, prototype it, and then just abandon it. I mean, it would have been a PFMA issue because there was an investment which was specifically meant for this. Now we're just carrying on with what was on a business case initially, to say this is what we want to do. The money was given to us, so we cannot just abandon it halfway just because we might be getting this system somewhere else. We believe we can do it cheaper compared to what the market can cost us, which they will be costing us their own R&D as well, because they also went through the same, like we like we do. So we're going to be paying for something that we have already paid for the site. To me, that is like a PFMA issue.
What, in your mind, are the biggest milestones that have been achieved to date?
As rolling stock maintenance, we exist because of TFR. If you are seeing the improvement that TFR is showing and the recovery, we cannot divorce our efforts from what they have achieved. I made you an example of just one element of the pre-departure inspection, but also the maintenance of their asset is coming to us. The return of some of the long-standing locomotives, we have returned them onto the system. Those are basically our milestones that we are foreseeing. The improvement that you are seeing in the core line, I don't know whether you have seen the numbers. The numbers have increased from last year. Yeah. So is the O line. The numbers have increased from last year. All that is basically because we have been joined on the hip with CFR.